part 4 in the series, John 4, 23 and 24, reads, "Nevertheless, the hour is coming, and it is now, when the true worshipers will worship the Father with spirit and truth. For indeed the Father is looking for such like ones to worship him. God is a spirit, and those worshiping him must worship with spirit and truth." To add to what was said in part 1, part 2, and part 3, what does it mean to worship Jehovah God? We know that he wants and exacts exclusive devotion. He will not accept anything less. Jesus Christ explained to us what that meant, what that means to love Jehovah God with your whole heart, with your whole soul, and your whole mind. This is the first and the greatest of the commandments. The second like it is this: you must love your neighbor as yourself. And on these two commandments the whole law hangs, and the prophets. That's Matthew 22, 37 through 40. So that's defined. Can we give to others that kind of devotion that belongs to God? I looked it up just a moment ago to make sure I had the understanding that was being populated of the word venerate and the word honor. Honor has to do with having reverence and respect for oneself and others, honesty, integrity, and to reflect that in how we treat others, in as much as specific others. Correct? Christ did say we should honor our mother and our father. And so honor is sometimes a standard to be given to certain ones in society or in the family. But is that worship? That's not confused, right? It's understood. It's not worship. Veneration is said to be less than worship. And it is deep reverential respect, and also sometimes accompanied by rites and rituals. It could be a generational thing. You could venerate a person for generations. You could venerate their work because they're so outstanding in their work and what they've left as a legacy. Is that worship? According to what I looked up, it said no, it's different from worship. It's not the same as worship, they said. But here is something to keep in mind. I looked up Romans chapter 1, verse 25, and this is what it reads. It says, "Even those who exchange the truth of God for the lie and venerate and render sacred service to the creation rather than the one who created, who is blessed forever." Does veneration sound a lot like worship? Even if somebody says, no, they're different. Jehovah God said veneration, you're giving that to whom? To creation rather than the creator. He says that it's the same thing. In the Bible, it's equated with deep reverential respect and honor, devotion, all that, integrity. And that belongs to Jehovah. We can give that to humans. We can give that to objects. We could give that to ourselves if we're narcissists, and all kinds of other levels of self-honor and respect, taking it to the extreme. But that, Jehovah God said, belongs to him. Did Adam give that kind of attention to Eve? Yes, he gave that kind of attention to Eve and put Eve above Jehovah God. That would be deep reverence and deep what? Veneration of mere flesh and blood creation. So idols, as far as idols are concerned, can we give that to objects, veneration? Do we substitute God and in his place put objects or people? That will be called worship and veneration. So God is a spirit, and those who are worshiping him must worship with spirit and truth, and not be misled by other people's watered down version of definitions that makes it acceptable for us to give veneration or worship to creation rather than the creator. Jehovah exacts exclusive devotion.